Well, it's the first day of fall. We're here at Bedford High School for today's matchup between the Bedford Bulldogs and the Crusaders of Manchester Memorial. I'm Pete MacDonald along with Scott O'Donnell, your play-by-play host. Scott, we were here just, 15 hours ago, saw a great game against Keene. Bedford came out on top, and here we are again Saturday morning for another field hockey game against the Crusaders.
Well, in the heart of the season, Pete, and a great effort by both teams last night, that Keene team and the Bedford Bulldogs. Highlights, we started off fast yesterday. Amelia McDonald with a goal, and then 2 goals by Tegan O'Donnell, and leading goal scorer for the Bulldogs, Sydney Davidson, burying the last one for that 4-2 victory. Keene came on hard and strong at the end, and certainly gave the Bulldogs something to consider late in the fourth quarter, but they kind of ran out of time.
They sure did. It was one of those games, and we've been there before, where you just wish you had 5 minutes more on the clock, where things were starting to happen for the Blackbirds of Keene. Just a little too late in the game.
Yep. Well, today we face a Crusaders team, a program that's really a testament to the staff over there at the high school and this coaching staff trying to hold on to this program and keep it, going. They've done a wonderful job recruiting kids to play as Maddie Kiley comes up across the 20 and the 15 and the 10, trying to advance in the shooter circle. Nicely defended by Memorial as they clear the ball out up to the 20. Going to be a free hit for for Memorial. Ball went off the foot of Natalie Denon. Memorial player tries to work up the sideline. That's number 2, McDonald. She slides it up the sideline. Catane there. Catane tries to get it back upfield. McDonald steps up. Nice block tackle to Montagano. Montagano tries a zipper pass near side of the field to Denon, but just out of her reach. We'll have number 2, McDonald, for Memorial on the insert from about the 45. Takes a look around. Big drive up the field, knocked down and deflected by Denon. McDonald scoops it up, tries to find an opening, goes sideline, just misses on a big hit, trying to drive the ball up and out of the Bedford end. Number 2, McDonald, for the Memorial Crusaders, will insert. Moves down, goes goal line, and ends up out of bounds. Going to be a free hit for our Bulldogs. Mia Catane, sophomore defender, up to the 20. Looks for an opening, tries to get it up to Denon, gets a foot call. Ball comes up quickly. Nice pass by Denon up to Kiley. Kiley with speed. Pops the ball up over the 50. He's going to be able to draw the call for a free hit for Bedford. Ball will come back to about the 42, 43-yard line. Denon comes back all the way to the 50 to reset. Denon into Montagano. Montagano weaves. Quick spin move around one defender through the second up to the 20-yard line. Inserts it into Kiley, just out of her reach, but Kiley recovers, gets it back. Nicely defended by the Memorial Crusaders as they try to come up the field. Ooh, big pass right to the center field. Memorial tries to clear, but Lydia Denon's there. Lydia Denon from the 15. And Memorial works that far sideline. Brooke Poirier there with the intercept. Nicely back into the 20. O'Donnell. O'Donnell reaches, tries to poke it off the stick, but it bumps up, catches her in the foot, and it's going to be a free hit for Memorial. Try at the big drive. Grace Wolf is there. Spin move by O'Donnell. Nice outlet pass to Kiley. Kiley into the circle, trying to catch Davison on the run, but just out of reach. Denon tries to go far side to Wolf, but intercepted nicely by Memorial Crusaders as they break out across the 40. Montagano, nice defensive play, gets back, recovers, passes the ball safely to Denon. Denon to Kiley. O'Donnell. O'Donnell across the 30, pops it up over the defender's stick, slides it in trying to get it to Kylie, but just out of her reach again. Now Montagano into the shooter circle, tries to feed O'Donnell. Again, nicely defended by number 2, Gray McDonald for the Crusaders, but it's going to hit a foot, and we're going to get a scoring opportunity here on the corner.
Last night, Bedford's corners looked real good, and they did score off of at least one, if I recall. See what they can do here.
McDonald, insert. High slot, up to Kylie. Kylie with a big drive. McDonald knocks it back down, tries to circle it back in to O'Donnell, but they're going to say that was out of bounds. It's going to come back out. Crusader ball. Crusaders from the 16. Big drive up the field. Far side. Number 4, Riley Donovan for Memorial, but Montagano is there, comes back up across the 50 and the 40, going far sideline. Ball hops up, nicely defended by the Memorial player on the far side to slow Montagano down. Once she has room to maneuver, Pete, she can chew up a lot of field because she's such a good stick handler. Scoring opportunity for the Crusaders as they come into the circle, but nicely defended by Mia Catane. And the ball goes out of the baseline. And it's going to stay Memorial ball back up at the 25. Nice maneuver into the shooter circle again, but out of bounds. That was McDonald again for Memorial. Brooke Poirier comes up from the 16. Goes sideline, Grace Wolf. Grace Wolf tries to advance it up across the 40, but out of bounds. Memorial on the insert. Big drive. Knocked down nicely by Grace Wolf. Montagano's there to pick it up as it scrambles around. O'Donnell from the 30 starts to move upfield. Nice outlet pass near side of the field to Kylie. Kylie across the 50 pops up over the Memorial defender. Just loses handle of the ball. Nicely defended by Memorial as number 21, Mensoir for Memorial makes a nice play. Ball far side of the field. Brooke Poirier's there at the 25. It's going to earn the benefit of the call. Free hit, Bulldogs. Poirier quickly up to Grace Wolf. Grace Wolf nicely up the sideline. Ball takes a hop, goes out of bounds, but it's going to be a Bedford ball. Grace Wolf, sophomore midfielder, on the insert. Smartly back to Poirier for control. Poirier back up to Grace Wolf, just over her stick and out of bounds. Going to be a free insert for Memorial. Big drive from the Memorial player. Knocked down nicely by Grace Wolf. Beautiful transition. Tries to advance the ball up across the 50. It's going to hit a Bedford player's foot, and it's going to be a free hit back the other way for Memorial. Montagano's there. Knocks it down. Sees Davidson far side. Tries to go sideline. Just can't connect to break free. Memorial from the 50. Big hit back in play. Goes sideline all the way down to the Crusader player coming in about the 15. Trying to make the move in the shooter circle as they advance across the 5, but that ball was nicely defended, and the Bulldogs were able to buy time and knock it out of bounds. Ball back in play. Up across the 30. Kylie gives chase. And referees are going to make another foot call. The ball's going to come back to about the 25. Memorial free hit here from the 25. Big drive into the shooter circle, knocked down by McDonald. They're going to call a dangerous ball. That stayed pretty low, Pete, but called it anyway. Ball out of bounds, going to be Bedford ball from about the 35 on the inbound. Slow start here so far with 6:30 left in the clock in the first quarter. Ball inserted, Montagano Tries to advance it, pops up on top of her stick. It's going to go back the other way for the Crusaders. Nicely defended by Amelia McDonald as she comes charging up the field, up across the 40, up across the 50. Beautiful outlet pass. Gets it to O'Donnell. O'Donnell works across the 30, up across the 20. O'Donnell back to the defender, spins into the shooter circle. Backhand into the crease to Kylie. Kylie just can't spin it around to get a shot off on net. What a great transition by Amelia McDonald up to O'Donnell.
That was a great play there, right from start and just wide.
Crusader, big drive right up the field. Mia Catane there at the 50, knocks it down. Nicely passed over to Denon. Denon with a quick feed to Montagano. Montagano quickly over to Kylie. Kylie back in the circle trying to connect with O'Donnell. Just out of reach as a nice play from the Memorial defender. Kylie stays at it. O'Donnell reaches it just out of her reach. Back up to the 25, but Denon is there. Into Montagano. Montagano spins at the shooter circle. Finds O'Donnell. Quick shot. Just wide to the right. Beautiful, beautiful passing from the Bulldogs, right between midfield and those forwards. Great scoring opportunity there. O'Donnell just couldn't quite get that on net. Memorial tries to clear. Bedford quickly on the ball. Davidson slaps at it. Kylie into the shooter circle. Gets a shot off. Tries to get Davidson far post, and Davidson just isn't able to redirect it. Ball goes wide to the left and out of bounds.
Lots of opportunities for the Bulldogs. They're just they're hitting it wide.
Yeah, that was a quick 60 seconds. Looks like the Bulldogs are ready to play. From the 16, big drive from the Crusader player, up and out of bounds. That was Riley Donovan on that drive. Brooke Poirier on the insert, far side. Crusader midfielder in her way. Ball gets knocked down. Gonna win the battle. But Poirier is there to recover. Pokes. Crusader comes down with it, far side of the field, moves it up across the 20. Catane comes from across the other side of the field to slow the play down. Does. Wins the battle for the ball and smartly out of bounds. Again, nice smart play from Catane, slowing the offensive pressure down from the Crusaders, giving the Bulldogs time to get back on defense and reset. Crusaders will have the insert from about the 18-yard line in the Bedford territory. Nice stick handling. Montagano is there, knocks it right back out of bounds. Nice pickpocket there by Grace Wolf. Beautiful defensive play. They try to work it to O'Donnell. O'Donnell gathers it in. Nice ball up to the 50. Kylie just out of her reach, but gives chase. Tries to come far side. Does across the 30. Slows down, controls the ball, passes it up to about the 20, but just not onto her teammate's stick as she regathers, gets another chance at it from the 15. Smartly tries to get into the shooter circle. Nicely defended by the Crusaders. Denon, quick stick handle, tries to drive it down to the 10. Montagano into the shooter circle, looking for space, sees O'Donnell. O'Donnell midair, tries to rip one off a beautiful stick play. And again, just about 6 inches too wide to the right. Kylie was there trying to redirect as well. Heck of an effort. They just couldn't redirect that ball in. O'Donnell, quick steal into the shooter circle. Moves left.
And we got a corner there, I think.
And she's going to draw a corner call. That's correct. See the offensive surge coming from the Bulldogs with just under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. McDonald on the goal line. Memorial players getting the masks on. Setting up. 4 defenders down in the box. McDonald, high slot, up to Montagano. Montagano, top of the shooter circle, rips wrist shot, gets banged around, defended. Off a shin pad, shoots, score. O'Donnell.
Yep.
Bulldogs up 1-0. Again, the Bulldogs able to capitalize on that corner opportunity. Nice insert by Amelia McDonald. Beautifully gathered by Montagano. Like to call that her office up there, Pete. The top of the circle. She makes the right play, 99% of the time. She's just really smooth, really composed with the ball up there. She's a fun player to watch. She got it down low. O'Donnell was able to scoop it in with a quick turnaround shot. Nicely done. Grace Wolf from the 20. Comes far side, trying to evade the defender. Spins back around, smartly over to Montagano. Nicely played by the Crusader, intercepting, but there's McDonough with the breakout. Drives the ball hard upfield, trying to catch Kylie on the run. O'Donnell scoops it back in, but they're going to call a free hit.
Yeah, a little body contact there.
For Memorial. Number 6, Flinkfelt with the drive. She's captain of the team. Donovan into Davidson. Davidson on the run. Just misses it, but O'Donnell pushes it forward, and they're going to call, I think they called a foot call or a stick on stick there to slow the play down as the Bulldogs were charging. End of the first, 1-0 game. Started off a little slow. Bedford team doesn't seem to be connecting on the passes the way they typically do, but they did have a couple opportunities there where they were able to turn it around and create some offensive chances.
Yeah, an unusual time too for a game, 10:30 in the morning. They might be a little sleepy here. They're starting to wake up. Last few minutes of the first quarter, they looked a little more alive. Memorial certainly is keeping the game tight right now, which is great to see.
About to start the second quarter here, about 50 seconds left on the clock as both teams meet up with their coaches in their respective huddles, trying to go over what they want to change for the second quarter of play. Memorial certainly has a couple players there that can hit the ball hard and long. McDonald, Donovan, with a lot of nice drives upfield. Flinkfelt, captain, senior, also with another couple of nice hits.
You talk about the hard drives. It was good to see Maddie Kiley back out on the field this morning. She took a hard one off the foot midway through last night's game. She was out for the balance of the game, but she's back in it today, which is a real benefit for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Kylie's speed is a real game changer. Just like in years past, McStowe always seems to find the girls that have the speed for that right forward position or up front on that line that spreads the field out when you have somebody that can charge up the field and kind of have breakaway, type speed away from the defenders. And Kylie is really instrumental with getting that ball up the field. Once she gets ahead of steam going and can poke that ball out in front of her, she almost has that patent move, Pete, where she goes right side, gets about 10-yard line, and on the run, I don't know how she does it, but she does it really well, where she'll drive the ball right across the goal mouth, which is always a great scoring opportunity. As we're ready to start the second, O'Donnell, big lift upfield, airborne about 20 yards, drops down to about the 35, but Memorial's able to defend it. Montagano intercepts. Denon to Montagano again. Nicely defended by the Crusaders with a nice stick tackle That's number 2, McDonald, as she came down the left side. Very nice play. McDonald for Bedford, back the other way from the 30. Tries to get a quick play upfield to Kylie, but it's intercepted by the Crusader defender. And there's Catane. Catane to Montagano. Montagano tries to move upfield. Ball taken away by the Crusaders. Catane tries to drive it up right sideline. And out of bounds. McDonald for the Crusaders will insert from the 42. O'Donnell quickly on it. And McDonald goes all the way down, far side, chased down by a Crusader teammate as they try and work it in the top of the circle. But Poirier is there, quick feet. Fortunately, it catches her foot, and it's going to be a free hit for the Crusaders. They go to advance right, and the referee is going to call a corner because O'Donnell did not give 5 yards to the offensive player for Memorial. First scoring opportunity of the game for the Crusaders. Get a 1-0 game here. Bedford players put the face masks on, go goal line. They're set. Ball inserted by Memorial, top of the circle. Big drive into the goal mouth. McDonald is there. Beautiful block tackle to slow it down, but it's going to be another corner call. That's okay because McDonald saved a scoring opportunity. Nicely defended. Ball back inserted. Out comes O'Donnell with a quick rush to the Memorial player. Disrupts the play, and here's McDonald quickly upfield. Nice outlet pass to Sydney Davidson. Davidson to Montagano. Montagano back outside to Davidson. Davidson tries to find Lydia Denon. Does. Denon tries to advance the ball up to Kylie, just out of her reach, but she recovers. Denon into the shooter circle. Tries to get it up to Davidson, but nicely defended by number 4, Riley Donovan for the Memorial Crusaders. She slows this Bedford team down. Very good job by Donovan. Up the Crusaders come, far side of the field at the 30, trying to get around Brooke Poirier. Brooke Poirier for the Bulldogs is there, working really hard and wins the battle, gets a free hit, tries to advance it up to the 20, but it goes out of bounds, just out of Grace Wolf's reach. Ball will come back to the 25. Crusaders on the insert. Big drive up the far side of the field. Ball pops up. Gathered there by the Crusaders. They come across the 50. Montagano, nice pickpocket of a play. Gets it up to Grace Wolf. Grace Wolf goes far sideline to Denon. Denon gives chase. And well defended by the Crusaders to slow the Bulldogs down, but it's going to be a free hit. Montagano flies it in the circle. Top of the circle, O'Donnell. Beautiful defensive play there by the Memorial defender that got a stick on it, but Montagano recovers, brings it back in, tries to go backhand, gets a foot, and that's going to be a corner call for the Bulldogs. Beautiful defensive play by the Memorial Crusaders as O'Donnell came with a head of steam into the shooter circle. McDonald down on the goal line, ready to insert. Referee gives her the signal. Ball comes up top. Over to Kylie. Kylie quick to Montagano. Montagano, wrister. McDonald spin move, shot, score. Amelia McDonald nicely gathers that ball and very quickly turns with a quick shot and buries it in the back of the net. We have a 2-0 game with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Your Bedford Bulldogs are up 2-0.
That was a great corner. Amelia McDonald did very similar last night. And here we go, 2-0.
It should be noted you have Amelia McDonald playing center defensive back. And she comes up, does the insert for the corners, and is always part of the corner scheme. Gets right into the slot. She's got a nose for the net, so she may be playing defense, folks, but she's all over the field. Just an absolutely key player, instrumental player for the Bulldogs. Beautiful move with a little pop play over the top of the defender's stick as she tries to advance the ball up the field, and she's going to earn a free hit from the 10 for the Bulldogs. McDonald, sideline. Scrambles, tries a stick handle, nicely defended by the Crusaders. They get it into the shooter circle, but Brooke Poirier is there. Goes to exit with the ball, but they're going to call third-party play. Basically, two Bedford defenders trying to play the same ball, and that's going to be a free corner for the Crusaders. McDonald all over the field so far this game. Really making the difference as she gets back along with the other Bedford defenders, puts a face mask on, getting ready to defend this corner attempt. Ball comes in. O'Donnell. McDonald beautifully knocks it out of the air and gets it out of harm's way. Crusaders back out in front. Ball bounces around and deflects, and it's going to be a high stick. In a dangerous play, so it's going to be a free hit. No goal for the Crusaders. Ball moved out to the 30, up across the 40 by Denon. Denon, nice pass upfield. O'Donnell gives chase. Donovan is there for Memorial. She's going to earn a free hit as O'Donnell just couldn't catch up with that ball. But nice pass from Denon trying to extend the play. Nice big drive from number 2, Gray McDonald for Memorial, but out of bounds. And Poirier for the Bulldogs will come up to the 40 and insert. Goes far sideline, trying to connect with Grace Wolf, but Denon is there trying to spin with it. Loses the handle. It's going to be a free hit going Memorial's way. 2-0. 7:40 left in the second quarter. Memorial moves up the field, up to the 40. Montagano slows him down. Still going to free hit. Big drive. Far side of the field. Ball hugging the sideline all the way down to about the 5-yard line. And that's going to be a Bulldogs ball. And McDonald comes up to the 7. Inserts. Nicely passed over to Montagano. Montagano up to Grace Wolf. Grace Wolf up off her stick. And here comes Denon. Lydia Denon tries to feed O'Donnell. Kylie with speed chases the ball down to the 25. O'Donnell scoops it, spins, backhand into the shooter circle, trying to connect with Kylie, but just bounces out of her reach. Up comes a Memorial defensive player. Number 22 for Memorial with a nice defensive play, Isabel Bradley. Big drive from McDonald for Memorial, but knocked down nicely by Bedford as the ball comes back up far side of the field. It's going to be a free hit for the Crusaders. Should be right about the 28-yard line in their zone, and it is. Big drive down the right side of the field, but doesn't connect with anybody and out of bounds. Just about 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. Brooke Poirier is getting her exercise as she chases down that drive that went way out of bounds.
You wonder why, like in tennis, they don't have a ball person there to
right.
toss a fresh ball in when it goes way out of bounds.
That's right.
At least they stopped the clock, though, so that was good.
Right.
That was good.
So from the 40, Montagano tries to steal the ball, but the Crusaders are going to get a free hit. Knocked down nicely by Poirier. Poirier tries the outlet to Denon, but the Crusaders come back, forcing their way towards the shooter circle. They get a foot call Up they come. Ball into the shooter circle. Nicely picked out of the air by senior captain Denon. She goes sideline. Montagano down the right side. Tries to hit Kylie. Off of Kylie's foot, and it's going to be a free hit. Again for Memorial. Flinkfelt had driven the ball back into the center of the fields. McDonald will take another free whack at it. Doesn't get all of it. Denon's there. Finds Kylie. Kylie, nice pop play up to O'Donnell. O'Donnell gives chase. Just doesn't get there in time. As number 22, Isabel Bradley, had a nice defensive play again there. Slow the Bulldogs down as they were getting ready to surge. This backside for the Memorial Crusaders, Pete, they're doing a wonderful job of slowing Bedford down, kind of clogging up the middle of the field, just getting sticks on it. The passing hasn't been crisp as usual from Bedford, but you got to give the credit to the Memorial team for slowing them down. Kylie from the 50, pops it up over the defender's stick, moves across the 30, tries to advance to O'Donnell, doesn't quite get it there. Now she does, down to the 5, O'Donnell goal line, looks backhand, tries to get around the defender. Defender comes in, knocks O'Donnell's stick out of her hand, and she's going to earn another corner for the Bedford Bulldogs. Great effort from the Memorial defense, I think, in desperation as that defender, number 2, Gray McDonald, was falling down. She just did everything she could to stop the scoring opportunity. Nice play. Results in a corner for the Bulldogs, but she probably saved a goal there, Pete. McDonald on the insert. Up to Montagano. Montagano from the top of the circle to Kylie with a quick drive. Almost puts it in the back of the net, but nicely defended. Goalkeeper Hollis Veely for the Crusaders came out, cut down the angle, and that ball just went wide. Ball up the far side of the field. Memorial works up across the 50. Gives chase, gets it across the 30. Montagano comes back and is able to earn a foot call Bedford's way. This is going to be a free hit Bedford. Grace Wolf comes back. Sophomore midfielder. Referee clarifies on the play. It is Bedford's ball. Poirier to McDonald. McDonald, big, wide, sweeping pass, trying to change fields. Doesn't quite get there. Nicely played by number 4, Riley Donovan, for the Crusaders. As McDonald slides up for the Crusaders, but O'Donnell is giving her defensive work. Doesn't quite poke it away. They're going to call a reach in on O'Donnell. Free hit for McDonald from Memorial. McDonald sets from the 20. Moves left and right, stick handles nicely, but Montagano for Bedford is there as she comes and clears the circle. And they're going to call a free hit back Memorial's way. Crusaders try to drive, get it into the shooter circle. Ball pops up, hits their leg, and McDonald for the Bedford Bulldogs is going to get a free clear. Nice big pass aerial up the field into open space. The ball comes down. Again, that's up to the referee's discretion as to whether or not they call a dangerous ball on those plays. You see that a lot in the college game, a lot of aerials. It's a very difficult skill to have at the high school level, but McDonald certainly has that down, as she's shown on both sides of the field. She's a skilled player. Ball driven in the shooter circle. Memorial the shot on net. Addie Wolfiger is there to kick it away, but they're going to call a foot call on Memorial. Free hit, Bedford. Grace Wolf, far sideline, tries to advance up to the 40. Memorial brings it back up to the 20. McDonald was there, tries to advance up the sideline, but just loses a grip on the ball, out of bounds. Memorial inserts. Grace Wolf nicely knocks it down. Ball pops up in the air, tries to advance it, but they're going to call free hit for Memorial Crusaders. Back in. Grace Wolf, another nice job knocking the ball out of the air and advancing it up to about the 25. McDonald's there to scoop it up with space. Slides it up to Kylie. If they hurry, they're going to have a 4-on-3. Kylie advances, nicely defended by Memorial, but Denon is there. Gives it to O'Donnell, 3-on-1, slides it to Kylie. Kylie in front of the net, shot. Oh, just wide of the net. Bedford in quick transition with time running out of the clock in the second quarter. What a great scoring opportunity. And they just couldn't connect to complete the play.
A lot of credit to the Crusaders here. Their record may not reflect just how skillful they are. They've held Bedford tight. Their defense looks solid. They're getting into the Bulldog zone frequently. They're a good team.
They certainly are.
Just because the standings don't reflect that, you got to respect how they're playing today.
Yeah, you got a spirited effort from them for sure. Several of the girls out there, Gray McDonald, Riley Donovan, the captain here, Brooklyn Flinkfelt. These girls are really slowing down the Bedford attack and able to disrupt the play before Bedford can do their typical tic-tac-toe with the give and goes and the zipper passes up the field. So certainly give them credit for their efforts. Looking at the standings here, Pete, across the league, you got to keep in mind, at the top of the heap, you have Dover, Wyndham, Exeter, Winnicott, and you want to size up where our Bulldogs are. You look across the schedule. Let's start with Dover. Dover played Keene and beat them 3-0. We just played Keene and won 4-2. Dover also played Winnicott, which the Bedford Bulldogs won 1-0, and Dover won 1-0. Exeter, who we played to a 3-1 loss, but a heck of a game, they lost 3-0 to Wyndham and won 2-1 versus Concord, which we had a 1-0 loss to Concord. And then you have Wyndham, again at the top of the pile. They had a 2-0 win over Londonderry, in which our Bulldogs lost 2-1 to Londonderry. And then they had a 1-0 win over Pinkerton, to which our Bulldogs tied 4-4. And then a 2-1 win over Concord, which, again, we lost 1-0. So if you look at the league and all these teams, there's a lot of parity. These teams are a lot closer than I think most people are considering. So it's anybody's contest.
Yeah, we're halfway through the season, and I agree. I think everyone's in the mix. Certainly the top 10 teams here right now. It's anyone's season, and we've got a lot of fun coming up in the next 7 or 8 games through October. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a minute. We're back for the second half of the Division One field hockey game between the Bedford Bulldogs and the Manchester Memorial Crusaders. Just a reminder, next game for the Bulldogs will be Wednesday, the 27th of September at Nashua South. And then they'll be home on Thursday, the next day, 9/28, September 28th. They'll be hosting Dover, which is going to be epic, right? Dover is powering through Division One right now. So it'll be just a real fun game to watch on Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, that'll be the tail of the tape, that game, that contest. So as we get ready to start the second half in the third quarter, we have Lydia Denon, Sydney Davidson, Tegan O'Donnell, and Maddie Kiley up front. And back in midfield, we've got senior captain Natalie Denon, Eloise, Grace Wolf, and then back on the defensive line, Poirier, McDonald, and Catane, just the way the game started. So, no substitutions yet for the Bulldogs as they're going with their starting lineup, trying to put themselves, get some distance in this game.
Yeah, I think Bedford would like to get a few more points on the board. Memorial is playing them very well.
Grace Wolf, nice pass up to the 50. Davidson gives chase. Can't quite get there. O'Donnell reaches in. Wolf with the intercept. Memorial players try to work at the 40, but Brooke Poirier is there. Out of bounds, going to be a free insert for the Bulldogs. Montagano, Poirier with the give and go. Nicely lifted over the defender stick from the Crusader stick, and ball out of bounds. Going to be a free hit for the Bulldogs. Back to McDonald. McDonald near sideline. Nicely poked out of the stick, off the stick of McDonald by the Memorial player. But it's going to be a free hit back the other way. A lot of back and forth here on the near sideline. Number 10, Vivian Sani for Memorial with some nice stick work there, giving Bedford the business. Ball driven down towards the goal line, out of bounds. It's going to be a free hit for the Bedford Bulldogs. They're going to come up to the 16-yard line. Poirier sets. Poirier near sideline to Grace Wolf. Grace Wolf down the sideline, but out of bounds. Number 5, Madison McCaffrey for the Crusaders on the insert. Nicely passed upfield, but unfortunately doesn't connect with the teammate, and that ball goes out of bounds. Smartly played by McDonald, very patient on that ball. Up to the 16, McDonald quickly comes near side, tries to connect with Wolf. Wolf tries a handle, does stick handle through the legs of the defender. Davidson up to Denon. Bedford gives chase. Big wild hit, miss from McDonald for the Crusaders. O'Donnell quickly back the other way. Advances the ball up across the 20, backhand into the shooter circle. Davidson reaches for it. Denon's there, tries to advance it into the goal mouth. And they're going to call a corner. Nice job by Lydia Denon trying to quickly get that ball into further into the shooter circle for a better scoring opportunity. And she's able to draw a call Bedford's way. Davidson on the goal line for the Bulldogs, getting ready to insert. McDonald top of the shooter circle, along with Montagano. Up to McDonald. McDonald, quick hit into the goal mouth. Ball pounces up. There's going to be a call on the field. Quick penalty issued to number 5, Tegan O'Donnell. Referee makes the motion of an elbow, a little too physical there. She'll take a seat, and Bedford will be in the penalty. Advantage Crusaders. Bulldogs will play down a player.
Bedford had a couple of penalties where they were shorthanded for twice actually. In last night's game, they defended or they killed the penalty very effectively, and they'll start out shorthanded with a corner.
McDonald on the goal line. Kylie up top. Ball inserted. Kylie over to Montagano. Montagano, wrist shot. Oh, McDonald with a quick shot. Tries to go upper right-hand corner, but gets deflected. Nice job by the goaltender for Memorial, Hollis Veely, as she knocks it out of bounds. Bedford inserts in the shooter circle. Grace Wolf tries to advance it, but it gets knocked down by the Crusaders, and they're going to get a free hit. Come up all the way to the 25. McDonald for the Crusaders. Brooke Poirier steps up quickly, makes a defensive play over to Grace Wolf. Grace Wolf to Kylie. Kylie with a nice chip up to the center. Gets a shot off. Nice save. Right pad save by Hollis Veely for the Crusaders. Another scoring opportunity for the Bulldogs. It's going to be a ball from the 25. Bedford's ball. Montagano quickly into Grace Wolf. Grace Wolf turns, tries to get in the shooter circle. Just not quick enough as the ball comes back the other way from Memorial. Brooke Poirier there on the intercept. Number 23 comes near sideline. Ball goes out of bounds off a Memorial defender stick. Brooke Poirier is going to bring it back in for the Bulldogs. From about the 10-yard line, Poirier to Montagano. Montagano back to Poirier. Poirier down low to Wolf. Wolf into the shooter circle. Swipes at it. Doesn't connect, and it's going to be a free hit for the Crusaders. McDonald for Memorial steps up as she advances up across the 20. Stick handles quickly around Davidson, quickly around Wolf and Montagano. Nice play. Advanced up the field, and unfortunately for the Crusaders, that hits a foot, and it's going to come back Bedford's way. McDonald quickly upfield, finds Wolf right on her stick. Over to Montagano. O'Donnell checks back into the game. Montagano tries to connect with her, but knocked down by the Memorial player. Catane, far side of the field, trying to find open space, does. Advances the ball up across the 50 to Denon, but just slips off her stick and out of bounds. It's going to be a free hit for Memorial. Riley Donovan inserts, bouncing ball. Catane is there into Montagano. Montagano tries to go back outside to Denon, does. Finds Kylie, far sideline. Kylie with speed, up and around the Memorial defender, up across the 15. Inserts to O'Donnell. O'Donnell with a tip towards the net. And they're going to count that. Bedford goal. O'Donnell on the deflection. Nifty play there. And once again, like we called this earlier, Pete, that is Maddie Kiley's bread and butter.
Yes, indeed.
It's the speed.
You called that play at the start of the game.
It's the speed down the sideline, her ability to run with the ball, get around defenders, and insert that ball from that right side. I don't know how she does it on the run like that. Really nice play. And as it was going towards the goal net and the goalie was squared up, O'Donnell smartly redirected it with the tip and got it past the defender and the goalie. So 3-0, Bedford Bulldogs coming up on about 8:30 left in the third quarter. Poirier from the 16 for Bedford. Not a lot of options there as the Memorial defenders were all squared up with their sticks down low. The only other option there would have been a lift, but there was nobody open to put the ball to. So ball gets turned over. Number 2, Gray McDonald for the Crusaders, tries to come in. Tries to go inside out on O'Donnell, ends up getting a foot call. So she gets a free hit from the 10, drives it into the shooter circle, knocked down nicely by Denon. Ball back into the shooter circle. Memorial player tries to spin real quick and get the ball advanced towards the net, but Poirier is there with a quick feet and beautiful stick work as she controls, and a nice outlet pass up to the 40 to Lydia Denon. Lydia Denon tries to feed it up the field to Kylie, but just out of reach as a Memorial team brings it back the other way. Montagano is there. Montagano, quick outlet pass to Grace Wolf. Grace Wolf, one-timer, right onto O'Donnell's stick. O'Donnell tries to go far sideline to the open field, gets it up across the 50, spins back to the inside of the field, gets up to the 40, completely tenacious on the ball as she spins back. But now they're going to call an obstruction, and it's going to be Memorial's free hit for O'Donnell turning the back on the play. Denon from the 40, up across the 30. McDonald there for the Crusaders, knocks it far sideline. Ball advances up to the 50, but Amelia McDonald is there. Comes across the 50, looks for open space, nicely navigates up the field. And the Memorial player sticks her stick out, trips up McDonald, trying to play the ball, and it's going to be a free hit for McDonald and the Bedford Bulldogs. McDonald moves left, then right, looks for opening, sees Catane open far side of the field, switches fields, goes to the 50, up to the 40, just out of the reach of Natalie Denon. McDonald, junior captain, center defender this game. She's played pretty much every position, it seems, on the field over the last 2 years. Having a heck of a game out there, doing a great job controlling the ball, controlling the play, making the outlet passes, and certainly part of the offense as she's got a goal on the board today. Ball comes up, Kylie gives chase. Far side of the field, Denon whacks at it, tries to advance the ball, but two Crusader defenders are there. From McDonald's knees, tries to clear it, but Montagano finds O'Donnell, top of the shooter circle. O'Donnell stick handles into traffic, but cleared by Memorial. Denon over to Montagano. Montagano towards the net. Davidson on the goal mouth. Davidson redirects it into the back of the net, but they're going to call a foot call against Bedford. That's going to be no goal. We're going to remain 3-0 here with 5:30 left in the third quarter. Memorial tries a free hit. Denon knocks it down nicely towards a goal. Shot, score. Sophomore Lydia Denon. Nice stick handle around the Crusader defender, and she puts the ball in the back of the net. We got a 4-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Unassisted, Lydia Denon.
Yeah, nice heads-up play by Lydia Denon. She found the opening in the net, and she took it. No hesitation there.
Beautiful stick work there. Nice hand-eye coordination. She got her head up, saw the opening on the left side of the net, and put it where there was no goalie. Nice job. Playback underway. It's going to be a free hit from the Bedford 45 for Memorial. Big drive upfield. Brooke Poirier's there, knocks it down quickly. Another stick tackle. Grace Wolf takes a whack at it, trying to slow the Crusaders down. Now Montagano. And they're going to call a stick on stick there, and it's going to be a free hit for the Crusaders from about the 27-yard line. Big drive into the shooter circle. Montagano and McDonald work together to knock it down. Outlet pass over to Kylie. Kylie with room, up across the 30. Room to navigate, up across the 40. Far side of the field, continues up to the 50. Tries to advance the ball up to O'Donnell. Does, as O'Donnell comes back for it. Up across the 40, backhand. Trying to get the ball up across the 30, but the Memorial defender is there, and they send the ball far side, near sideline and out of bounds. Poirier on the insert from the 48. Knocked right back out of bounds by the Memorial player. Poirier again. Some open field there as the Bedford players start to move. Nicely lifted by Poirier. O'Donnell pokes it up to Wolf. Wolf moves near sideline, 10-yard line with speed. Tries to get around the Memorial player. They're going to get a foot call against Grace Wolf, and the ball's going to come the other way. But Montagano gets there quickly, slows the Crusaders down, but they're going to get another free hit. Ball should come up to about the 23-yard line. Flinklet for Memorial. Takes a big drive, bounces up the field and out of bounds. It's going to earn the Crusaders another chance at it. Number 10, Vivian Sani was there, tried to scoop it in. There goes Flinklet again, advancing the ball, but they're going to call a dangerous ball. Play back the other way. Wolf to O'Donnell. O'Donnell beautifully picks it out of the air and air dribbles. But the referee's going to call a dangerous stick on that. Again, at the college level, sometimes that would be let go, but player safety paramount here at the high school level. Grace Wolf nicely intercepted over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell tries to hit Davidson, but just misses. O'Donnell scoops it back up, stays far left into the shooter circle, spins, shot towards the net, knocked down by the Crusader defender, still in the shooter circle. Big rip back towards the net. Right pad save by the Memorial goalkeeper. That was a good scoring opportunity for the Bulldogs, but they just didn't connect because Hollis Veely was there with the right pad save. Just under 2 minutes left in the third quarter here. 4-0, Bedford Bulldogs. Ball comes near sideline. Just mishandled by Rodriguez. McDonald, nice play defensively. Handles the ball nicely, tries to lay it out to Montagano, but it moves up. Ella O'Keefe checks into the game. Quick pass from O'Donnell up to Ella Putney, also checked into the game. Ball into the shooter circle. Putney whacks at it, tries to get around the defender, but Flinkfelt wasn't going to have any of that as she advanced the ball upfield all the way up across the 40. Mia Kitane, sophomore defender for the Bulldogs. Nice backhand, far sideline. Denon gives chase. Denon gives it a rip up across the top of the shooter circle. O'Donnell from the backhand moves left, tries to move back right. Looked like that hit a Memorial defender's foot, but they're going to call it hitting O'Donnell's foot. Davidson knocks it out of the air. O'Donnell top of the circle. Big rip, shot. And that's a goal for the Bulldogs.
That is a goal.
Well, O'Donnell wasn't going to be denied on that after that call. Certainly scooped it back in, drove towards the net, moved right. Big windup and buries it, puts in the back of the net. Bulldogs now up 5-0 with just under 45 seconds left in the third quarter.
Gotta love how O'Donnell just stays on the play, right? She just does not give up.
Yeah, there's a little bit of relentless pursuit there.
Tenacious
sure.
is the word.
Ball back in play. Memorial advances up into the offensive zone. Montagano tries a clear, but it's going to be a free hit for the Crusaders. Again, Bulldogs, Coach McStowe has made some changes, put in Ella Putney up at offense as Putney gets up there and plays the ball at the 20, finds O'Donnell, crosses up to the 30, quickly up to the 40. She goes far side, pokes it up over the Memorial defender, up across the 40, stays far sideline, feeds it up nicely to Putney. Putney into the shooter circle, Putney across, tries to get Eva Piciantini as time runs out. Piciantini redirects the ball. That would have been a goal if there was another 2 seconds on the clock. The Bulldogs had a quick rush there. 5-0 going into the fourth quarter. Well, the Bulldogs have come alive here in the third, Pete.
They sure have. In spite of what I would say is terrific defense by the Crusaders, they're playing tough. They're stopping a lot of the plays, but yeah, the Bulldogs have just been able to proceed through at times, and sure enough, they're up 5-0.
Yeah, this Memorial teams, they're just not able to connect in the offensive zone, but the defensive play has really been impressive. They're handling an onslaught of offense with the speed and the connectivity from the Bedford girls through the midfields and forwards. But Memorial's doing a really nice job sticking in there, knocking balls down, redirecting them, and slowing the Bedford team down. And if you think about it, they've also been able to get the Bedford players out of position. A lot of opportunities in the shooting circle, but because they're playing so aggressively, the Memorial players are able to get the Bedford players off the ball so they're not getting good looks at the net. So when the shots are coming in, probably had 7 or 8 shots go wide of the net because of the fact that these Memorial defenders are moving so quickly and really playing so well, trying to get into the play and disrupt the play.
Absolutely, and full disclosure, I'm also running the camera today, and I have a tendency to anticipate the play, what I expect is going to happen, and I'm moving the camera, and I am so back and forth today because Manchester just unexpectedly stops the play dead, and we're going the opposite direction. So for those of you that are watching the live stream, if you're getting a little dizzy with my camera work, it's because the Crusaders are foiling me, and when I expect to see the ball go in a certain direction and it doesn't, I catch myself overcompensating on camera. But
well, this isn't our full-time job.
No,
Pete,
it is
so
not.
You
it is
can't
not.
expect everything.
No, we
do
call
the
this.
best we
This
can.
is called Seat of the Pants Productions here,
That's
and
right.
I'm the chief cook, bottle washer, and camera operator, I guess, but it's a lot of fun to be up here watching the girls play.
McStowe makes another couple changes on the field with a 5-0 lead here going into the fourth. Ella O'Keefe, sophomore forward, number 14, checks into the game. We saw Eva Picientini, also sophomore forward, check into the game right there at the end of the third quarter with that scoring opportunity. And also Julia St. Hilaire is going to play left midfield as she checks into the game for the first time today. It's nice to see these other players get in the game. Back line stays the same. Catane, MacDonald, and Poirier. As O'Donnell comes quickly charging up the field, up across the 30, up across the 20 with speed, into the shooter circle. One hand spins, tries to advance the ball towards the goal mouth, and earns another corner. O'Donnell's done that 3 times today. Quickly up into the shooter circle and been able to get a call against the Crusaders. It's resulted in a corner for the Bulldogs as Denon goes to recover the ball and sets to the goal line to set up the play.
Yeah, I think Tegan O'Donnell definitely had her Wheaties this morning because she's been all over the place.
It's been
all over
early.
the field.
Denon to McDonald. McDonald, top of the circle. Big rip. Nicely defended by Flinkfeld for the Crusaders. It was nicely executed, but that was really well defended by these Memorial players. They try to clear the ball. Poirier is there, knocks it down, near sideline, tries a stick handle around the defender. It's going to be a foot call because a Memorial player wasn't able to keep up with Poirier's quick stick. Poirier into middle field, trying to get it over to Montagano. Montagano reaches, is going to be a free hit for the Crusaders, about the 35-yard line. Big rip from McDonald for the Crusaders. Montagano slows it down. Ball bounces up at about the 35. St. Hilaire tries to clear, can't. Memorial's got some pressure here coming into the Bedford zone. McDonald, big rip for the Crusaders. Into her teammate at the 15, tries to weave into the shooter circle. Eloise Montagano there, nifty stick work, takes it away. McDonald slides out to help on the play, but that's going to be a free hit from Memorial from the 10-yard line. Ball battled for inside the shooter circle, comes in, St. Hilaire knocks it down. Ball bounces up, and it's going to be a corner for the Memorial Crusaders. Another couple substitutes on the field for McStowe as senior captain Madison O'Donnell checks into the game, number 7. on the back line. And she's going to get right into the action with this corner. Two O'Donnell sisters on the line. MacDonald, Poirier, all in the defensive box, getting the headgear on, getting ready to defend this play as Memorial Crusaders have the corner insert. They are set up. Ball comes in. Tegan O'Donnell with a quick fly out to put pressure on. Nicely down to MacDonald. MacDonald with a shot. Saved by Addie Wilfiger. They're going to earn another corner there. Great save by Wolfiger.
Bedford's fortunate to have two fantastic goalkeepers, right? You've got Wolfiger in net today. Last night we saw Irene Sy step up and have a terrific game. Nice to have some depth.
Yeah, they are
between
interchangeable.
the pipes.
They certainly
Yes,
have
indeed.
had a great season, the both of them, as O'Donnell comes flying out to the top of the circle. Ball moves over, insert. McDonald's there, puts her stick down. Backhand from Flinkfelt. That was a nice shot that she got off. It just went wide. If that was on net, I think that would have found the back of the net. Good try from the Crusaders. Nice offensive opportunity. McDonald, far side to Denon. Denon down the sideline, works the ball up to the 40. Putney comes back, recovers with speed, tries to work the ball up that sideline. Putney by herself, 2-on-1, does, advances the ball, tries to get it to O'Donnell just out of her reach. Montagano gives chase. St. Hilaire's there, right onto O'Donnell's stick, but they're going to call a free hit for the Crusaders going back the other way. Otherwise, the Bulldogs are going to be on a 4-on-3 quick opportunity there. McDonald for the Crusaders drives the ball hard down the field. Number 10, Vivian Sani for the Crusaders on the backhand to the goal mile. Shot on net. Kick save from Wolfinger. And because the ball popped up in the air off that kick save, it's going to be a corner for the Crusaders. Essentially, the rule is, Pete, that if the goaltender goes to clear that ball and the ball gets up in the air and the referee at their discretion finds that to be a dangerous ball, that results in a corner. And, you know, that's difficult for the goalies to control because it's either kick that ball out at the angle that they have or the ball goes in the back of the net. So it was nicely played by Wolfinger. Memorial with a scoring opportunity here on this corner. They go to insert. O'Donnell leaves early. They're going to call on the foul and have her clear the box. Out she goes. 3 Bedford defenders back. O'Donnell, MacDonald, Poirier, and Wolfiger in net. Off the corner. Ball inserted. Up top to Flinkfelt. She tries a backhand. MacDonald is there. Bulldogs come back quickly. Get in the way. O'Donnell bodies the other player, knocks her down, and it's going to be a free hit for the Crusaders. Flinkfelt. And they're going to give him a corner. Although that infraction took place outside the shooter circle, if the referee feels that the player would have advanced otherwise into the shooting circle where the infraction took place, even though it could be 10 yards outside, they can award them a corner, and that's what you just saw. Corner for Memorial. Insert, top of the circle, back down to the right side. McDonald, shot on net. Beautiful save by Wolfiger.
Terrific shot by the Crusader.
Yeah, I apologize. That was Flinkfelt.
It was, yep. And equally terrific save by Addie Wolfinger.
At the 25, Montagano and O'Donnell give pressure. Denon's there, scoops it up. Avery Girasol checks in, sophomore midfielder for the Bulldogs, as she advanced the ball up to O'Donnell. Ball bounced up in the air and off O'Donnell's stick. Here we go, Eva Piscientini with speed. Up across the 20. Nice outside in move into the shooter circle. But nicely defended by the Crusaders as they clear the ball the far sideline. Piscientini, nice stick work, nice speed right there from the sophomore forward. Again, Pete, you see these Bulldogs checking into the game. There's a lot of young talent on that sideline. The future is really bright for this program. Ball's going to come out to the 25. Montagano sets. Eloise Montagano goes low to St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire tries to make a move goal line. Defended by the Crusaders, and it's going to go off the foot of St. Hilaire. And it's going to be a free hit for Memorial. Come back up to the 16. Memorial tries to clear, doesn't get all of it. Nicely played by St. Hilaire. She moves the ball into shooter circle, into the goal mouth off of O'Keefe's stick. Girasol with a spin, trying to get it back into the goal mouth. Can't get it there. Denon's there. Denon knocks it down, but it pops up and hits the back of her stick, and that's going to be a free hit and a clear for the Crusaders. Back up to the 16. Flinkfelt, far side of the field. O'Donnell gives chase to defend, slows the Memorial player down, but they continue to advance up across 35. Here's a scoring opportunity, but Brooke Poirier, with speed, comes back to the 10-yard line, scoops the ball up, takes it out of danger, works that sideline, tries to advance it. Now Montagano's back on defense as well. Montagano, nice stick work, clears it up across the 20. Poirier knocks it back down, finds O'Donnell center field, but Flinkfelt is there, back in the shooter circle, and there's Poirier. Poirier knocks it down, slows the play down. Referee's going to make a call, and it's going to be a free hit for the Crusaders. Ball bounces up. Montagano knocks it down. Back in front of the goal mouth. Scoring opportunity here for the Crusaders as Wolfiger steps out. They try to find a player to get a shot off, and they're going to earn a corner. Nice offensive opportunity for the Crusaders. All but two defenders are up inside that circle trying to generate offense here with just about 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Trying to get something going. They're going to get a corner. O'Donnell, Poirier, and McDonald on the line for Bedford. Wolfinger sets them. Ball ready to be inserted. And here it comes, top of the circle. Pass into the center of the field. Quick shot. Wolfiger's there. Gets a body on it. Gets a right pad. Nicely played. Great goaltending from Addie Wolfiger. Keeping the ball out of the net. And keeping this a 5-0 game. Ball went out of bounds off a Bedford stick. So it's going to be Memorial's ball from 25. They try to advance it. Avery Girasol knocks it down, gets it up to O'Donnell. O'Donnell tries to advance. Memorial player bumps into her, but it's still going to be Memorial's ball. St. Hilaire to O'Keefe. O'Keefe. Ball hard up to Pisciantini. Pisciantini, nice stick, up across the 35, up across the 30. Advances into the shooter circle for O'Keefe. O'Keefe trying to gather it, gets it goal line, turns, gets it into O'Donnell, nicely defended by Flinkfelt. And that's going to be a free hit for the Bulldogs as St. Hilaire gets tricked up, trying to get back in the shooter circle. I think they're going to award the Bulldogs with a corner.
Yep, the Bulldogs earned a corner there.
Denon to the goal line. MacDonald into the shooter's position at the top of the shooter circle. O'Keefe backs her up. Montagano, top of the shooter circle with O'Donnell. We'll see what McStowe has. Ball comes up. McDonald into the center. O'Donnell, quick spin move, shot. Pisciantini, shot back on net. O'Donnell in a scramble, tries to get it to the net. Nice save by Veely for the Crusaders to keep that ball out of the back of the net. Well defended by the Memorial Crusaders, keeping it a 5-0 game.
Bedford's had quite a few corners opportunities today. Memorial has stymied most of their attempts at scoring.
Big drive from the Memorial player, knocked down nicely by senior captain Maddie O'Donnell, who advances it back up to her sister Tegan O'Donnell. Eva Piciantini over to Ella O'Keefe. O'Keefe into the center, nicely into the shooter's circle, poked by Girasol at the net. Nice save by Vili for the Crusaders. St. Hilaire moves it to O'Keefe. O'Keefe backhand into O'Donnell baseline. O'Donnell spins, backhand onto Piciantini's stick. She tries to get into the goal mouth. O'Donnell back on the ball. Crusaders are there to clear. And they're going to call a free hit for Memorial. 1:30 left on the clock. More offensive opportunity for the Bulldogs. They just can't advance it because those Crusaders are just layering up and really trying to slow the team down. Ball out of bounds, sideline. Poirier for Bedford tries to go low to O'Keefe. O'Keefe tries to gather it, but the Memorial player's there. St. Hilaire knocks it down. Advances over to O'Keefe. O'Keefe to O'Donnell. O'Donnell trying to spin away. Does. Goal line. Big pop. Tries to advance. Backing up, but loses handle of the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Ball will come up to the 16. McDonald for the Crusaders. Nice pass upfield. Makes it all the way to the 50, but Amelia McDonald's there. Smartly gathers it in. Very composed. Nice stick handling. Pops it over the defender's stick. Knocks it back down again at the 50. Nice defensive play. Advances the ball up to St. Hilaire. As the ball rolled sideline, they're going to call that out and a free hit for the Crusaders coming back the other way. McDonald for Memorial. Tries to advance. St. Hilaire with a quick stick. Knocks it down. Now Montagano. And out of bounds. McDonald's going to get another free hit for Memorial. Sideline. Ball bounces nicely down the sideline, but Poirier is there. Gets it over to McDonald. McDonald tries to advance it. Does. But they're going to call it Memorial's way. And that will be the end of your game. 5-0 Bedford Bulldogs over the Memorial Crusaders. Quite an effort by these Crusaders on the defensive line as Bedford just kept coming offensively.
Memorial's got a tough schedule coming up this week. They're off to Winnicunnet on Tuesday, it looks like, and then they play Pinkerton and Bishop Girton. So they got a tough week coming up with some powerhouse teams. Bedford, they'll be at Nashua South on Wednesday, and then we're home hosting Dover, which will be an epic battle, I'm sure, on Thursday. Good showing by the Bulldogs today with the 5-0 win. Manchester certainly held their own, played them well. They still got a lot of life in them. We're halfway through the season now, and as we talked about, it's everything's up for grabs still, right?
Certainly everybody's contest. That's right, Pete. You know, anything could happen here going forward. A lot of these teams play very closely. Again, Dover being the powerhouse in the state right now as it looks, as they're undefeated. With a 3-0 victory over Keene, a 1-0 victory over Winnicunnet. And you look at these Bulldogs, they're right in the mix. If you're going to play head-to-head and match up and take a look at the way in which these teams lined up, to beat Keene 4-2 last night here at Bedford High and to beat Winnicunnet 1-0, it certainly puts the Bulldogs in the conversation as a contender.
Oh, for sure. So they go out today with a 6-3-1 record. They're at Nashua South on Wednesday. We'll be back here, Scott and I, to call the game on Thursday. We'll be hosting Dover. Can't wait for that game. In the meantime, thanks for watching BCTV, and we'll catch you at the next game.